Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. If you're a practicing chartered accountant or doing articleship in a CA firm or working as an accountant in an organization where Tally Prime is the accounting software using in that firm, then this video is for you. Basically in this video we are going to check two things. First one, how we can export trail balance along with the primary group name and the parent group name. Second thing, how we can update the trail balance without doing further effort on that by using the facility of ODBC, Open Database Connectivity. So I have categorized this video into three parts. First thing, the traditional method how we are exporting the trail balance into Excel with the ledger name and the transaction balance alone in order to understand the drawback in it. Second thing, how we can export the trail balance into Excel with the primary group name, parent group name, ledger name and the transaction balance by using TDL query, Tally Development Language Query. Third thing, how we can update the already exported trail balance in Excel without doing any additional effort on that. If we have updated a final trail balance and after that we created few of the ledgers or recorded few of the transactions, so without doing any further effort in updating the trail balance, how we can use the facility of ODBC, Open Database Connectivity facility available in the Tally and with the Excel. So we are going to check these three things.
So in the traditional method, we are exporting trail balance from Tally to Excel in the following method. Gateway of Tally, display more records, trail balance. So here we can use two methods. First one, by pressing Alt F1 in order to expand all the primary group. The second thing, we can configure from F12 option. If we press Alt F1, it will automatically expand all the primary groups alone. So we can check with the F12 option. So here also we can select S for the opening balance, transactional balance, closing balance, and the ledger wise view or group wise view, and format of export as detailed or summarized one. So if we click the detailed one also, again we will expand only the primary group, not the parent group. For example, here current liability is a primary group. Under the current liability, if we press Shift Enter, it will expand. Then sundry creditors is a parent group. So under the sundry creditors, there have a lot of ledgers. So in this view, we are not able to identify which is the parent group and which is the ledger. So we need to go by individually and press Shift Enter for all the ledgers or parent group in order to expand that. So it will be a tedious task. Otherwise, we can press F5 in order to take a ledger wise view. If we are pressing that, and we will get this kind of format, and here there is no primary group or parent group. So it is very difficult to understand whether one ledger is a asset group or a creditor or a debtor. So it's very difficult. We can export this view by pressing Alt E and we can take it into Excel. But I am not showing that. Let's see the second method. Exporting trail balance with parent group name, primary group name, ledger name and transaction balance using TDL query, Tally Development Language Query. We can execute the TDL query in the calculator panel. To enable the calculator panel, press Ctrl and N. So here you will enable the calculator panel. Here you can type this code, select star from ledger. Here The ledger means table or collection available in the Tally database. So we are trying to get the data from the database directly by executing this command. If you press enter, then you will get a data like this. Here you can see different column. So starting from is a column, STR registration date is a column. Like that we have different columns. Total 300 plus columns are there. One of them is parent group, another one is primary group, another one is ledger name, another one is opening balance, another one is closing balance, party GST number, party PAN details, credit period allowed to individual parties. So wherever we are pressing tab in the creation of a ledger or entering a transaction, so wherever we are pressing tab and it will land in a individual fields. So each field here updated as a column. So entire data is summarized in this table or collection. The table name is ledger. So now we can go to execute the next command. We just need 4 columns. So in order to get that 4 columns, we need to type this select $icon underscore primary group comma $icon parent comma $icon name comma $icon closing balance. So here Tally is TDL. Tally development language is also similar to the SQL language, and here they have used dollar symbol at the beginning of each of their columns to get it as a unique value. Here you can see the detailed trail balance with the parent and the primary group name. So you can export this view by pressing Alt E and you can take it into Excel. But I am not showing that here because everybody knows that how to get it in Excel. So I am just leaving this part. So if you are good in TDL query, then you can get any kind of data by executing individual commands. Suppose if you want to get a list of creditors with their GST number or with their bank account number or with their credit period, you just need to type the code as it is. So select $9 comma $party GSTIN from ledger where parent is equal to sundry creditors. So whatever the ledgers saved under the sundry creditors, you will get the data. See? So from executing these kind of commands, you can get any type of data. So if you type a wrong command, then the application will close and you need to open the Tally once again. There will be no problem with that, but the application will close by itself and you need to open the Tally once again. So writing TDL query is not suggested for everyone. So we can see the next method, and it is the most easiest method and everybody can use that. So before explaining that method, you just need to understand this diagram. So here we have an external application, that is Excel, which is supported by a ODBC driver, Open Database Connectivity Driver. With the use of this external application and the ODBC driver, we are trying to access the data from the Tally database. Here the green portion showing is the ODBC driver, and next below in a light green shade, you can see the tally database. Here, all the database in the tally are not exposed to ODBC driver. Only the collections or table which are exposed to ODBC server, we can get the data from that tables alone. So let's see how we can get that data. Go to Excel, go to data, get data from other source, select from ODBC. Once you click the ODBC, it will ask you to select the source file. So from where you need to get the data. Once you click the drop down, you can see tally ODBC 64 underscore 9000. This is the open ODBC driver in the tally. Select and press OK. So it will take you through the Power Query. So here once again you can see the tally database, then the company which we are opened in the tally, just expand that, then the user, you need to be signed in as primary user. Here the list of collection or tables are there. We need to get the data from the ledger table. So select the ledger and then press transform data. So it will take you through the Power Query. So you saw all the columns in the ledger table. So here we just loaded that 374 columns, but we required only 4 columns. So I am just selecting 4 random columns and removing other columns. Then from the formula tab, you can rename the column names. So we already know the column names. The column names are primary group, parent group, name, and the closing balance. So we need to provide the column name as it is. Here you can see I have provided dollar and underscore for the primary group and closing balance. For other columns, only the dollar symbol. So it is the unique identification mark allotted to these columns. So now the Power Query will get that data, and here from the transactional closing balance, you can see there are few ledgers with the 0 transaction or null value, and some of the ledgers are offsetting and the final value is 0. So we are just excluding that ledgers from the trail balance. So Power Query is recording each steps. Here from the parents drop down, we need to exclude primary parent because primary parent is a P&L. Once you done that, then please close and load option. So you will get the trail balance in the Excel format. Here you can see the debit balance are with the negative figure and the credit balance are with the positive figure. So I am trying to extract the balance type and the actual balance without the negative sign. For that I am using the if equation. If logical test or closing balance is greater than 0, then I want the exact balance. Otherwise I will multiply with the negative 1. So negative into negative, I will get a positive figure. So I have updated that. So let's see if I have created new ledger and recorded a new transaction, how I can update it in the exported trail balance. So I am just creating a new ledger under the sundry debtors XYZ company, and I will mark it as a test one. Then I am going to record a new transaction, a credit sale. The party is XY company. Just skipping the details. The item is Cadbury, 10,000 unit with a 55 rupees per piece. So total amount is 5,50,000, and I am saving that. So I just saved the transaction. Let's see the balance in the ledger. XYZ company. So total amount is coming to 5,50,000, and the sales account is also updated 5,57,400. Let's see whether that ledger is there or not. XYZ, it's not there. And see the sales amount, it's only 7,400. The first entry only is there. So how we can update it? Go to data. Just click refresh. So the transactions are updated. Now the XYZ company is there under sundry debtors, and the value is 5,50,000, and the sales figure also updated. See that. So what are the steps we did in the Power Query? The Power Query is saving that steps and repeating that step for us. So here is the magic. So if I am shutting this company and opening a new company in the Tally, TDL learning, I need to log in as primary user and taking the trail balance. You can see the total debit and the credit is 10,69,250. What happen if I will go to the Excel and update it? Data, refresh. So I will get the trail balance of the Tally, which is opened in the I will get the trail balance in the Excel for which company I have opened in the Tally. So here you can't see the total balance. I will show you in a pivot, because while recording the screen, the total balance portion is excluded. So I am putting balance type into the row and closing balance into the values. So here you can see debit and credit is tallying with each other, and the total value is 10,69,250. And see the balance in Tally, it's also 10,69,250. So ODBC connectivity and the Power Query together will help us to get the trail balance of the company which is opened in the Tally. So we can work with multiple companies, and if you have created the balance sheet and notes to account with the equations sum if or XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP without hard coding any data, then you just need to open the desired company in the tally and go to the Excel and refresh the data, you will get the final balance sheet. So you can switch between company to company, and there is no need to prepare the financials for each company. Only you have to prepare a detailed financials for a bigger company and just need to update for the other company. So just click on the refresh, you will get the financials of other company. I hope that this video is useful for you. The complete architecture behind this process is explained in this picture, so do it by yourself, and I hope that this video is very useful for you. For more videos like this, please subscribe our channel and like and share the video with other colleagues. Thanks for watching.